Welcome for whatever my Dominion of Canada Let's Play, and a mostly vanilla HOI4. I'm Swan John, and thank you very much for watching. So we're gonna go ahead and start the focus tree commit to the war effort, which will give us extra recruitable population. So we're gonna go ahead and make 6 more divisions. By the way, this is the new map. I have edited it a little bit. Now, Yugoslavia has been partitioned between Romania, Hungary, Germany, and Italy. Pretty soon, Romania is probably going to end up joining the Axis and turn fascist. So, by the way, I went ahead and I'm going to have Germany declare war on Sweden. That way, it has full control over all Germans. Fun fact: an invasion of Sweden was actually, well, it's not fun at all. It's terrible, but an invasion of Sweden was actually considered by Adolf Hitler, but Göring, which was one of the big head honchos of the SS, not really the SS, but whatever. He was some sort of general. He was the leader of the Luftwaffe, which was the German Air Force. He was like, dude, my wife's from there. You can't invade, my country. Not really his country, but still. And he was like, whatever. So he just didn't invade Sweden. Of course, there was other reasons why, but Göring was one of the main, or at least he's said to be one of the main reasons why, Sweden didn't get invaded. But in this, in here, Germany, I mean, not Germany, but Adolf, he was like, you don't own me. So he did it anyways. Which actually, this invasion of Sweden is actually going a whole lot more better than I thought it would. Of course, in this timeline, more than likely, Sweden will not end up becoming, basically, it won't be the Switzerland of the North. Meaning, it's not going to be neutral. More than likely, it's going to end up joining NATO in the future. Either that, or you could see a united Scandinavia, because they were all, attacked by Germany. So it gives them even more of a reason to unite. Of course, if that happening in real life is honestly a little unlikely. However, I'm probably gonna. Never mind, spoilers. It will be interesting to see how the war goals go. Wow, that sounds like war goals. Goes in the Northern Front. If you want to pause the video and read that, you can in 3, 2, 1. Rest in peace, Trotsky. Just like that, all the German peoples are now under the control of the German Reich. Huh. I did not know that does that. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna pause the video and read that you can 3, 2, 1. That does remind me, how's the Luftwaffe doing? It's going pretty strong. In fact, it actually rivals Britain. So that should be pretty interesting. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and work on our aircrafts. That way we're not working with 1933 equipment. Of course, those islands, Åland and also Gotland. I don't know why I said that in a Scottish accent, but oh well. Åland and Gotland, those pose as pretty good vantage points for a naval invasion, because Germany's navy has been busted. So, that's that. Let's go ahead and get the Spitfire. And we need to go ahead and update our stuff. Oh, looks like we got more troops. Of course, honestly, if we do build up a good enough navy, it might be a good idea to... And yeah, I guess I can confirm that somehow, or something happened to the AI. Something had to happen, because the AI is never, ever this good. At least in my playthroughs. Okay, good. Because I do actually want to compromise with the, I think that's stupid that that decreases stability. Actually, nah. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and do it just in case if there is any new prime ministers. But I am going to... Election 14, okay. Hopefully I can remember that. Okay, never mind, I can't. Looks like war has been declared between Italy and Greece. And as usual, Sardinia has been invaded by the Allies, and it will take quite a while. In fact, it'll probably not even happen for them to retake that island. As Winston Churchill once put it, the soft underbelly of Europe. In fact, speaking of soft underbelly, even though it really doesn't apply to South Africa, we are going to go ahead and we're going to move some Canadians down south, and we're going to help in the war effort down there. Okay. Francis Young. What an excellent name. We're going to leave 2 divisions over in Sussex. Oh. Looks like we have volunteer divisions from the USA. Retaking Africa may or may not be difficult. It will be laborious, though. That's for sure. It's definitely going to be laborious. I suppose we'll go ahead and start updating our companies. Part of the reason why, at least what I think is the reason why Africa falls so easily now, is because the AI still doesn't help its allies. Like, it still doesn't move its troops across the land. Because if you look here, you'll notice, okay, they're starting to move now, but that's only because they're getting close. But Africa would hardly ever fall if South African divisions would help out up north or move up north. We're going to go and compromise with Quebec. Even though in 1992 or so, or 1999 or something like that, they're going to vote for independence and barely lose. My apologies if you hear my dog. Okay, good. It seems like we've stopped the advance, so now we are going to go all the way up here. All the way up here. Okay, I guess that's too far. 0 units will be assigned. Why? Okay, well that'll work. Okay. Let's liberate Czar, which is right here. So this will be our goal. There. Bert Hofmeister will be the liberator of Africa. Even though you're just trading one oppressor for another. Except for the Tsar. Or not, not the Tsar of Russia. I mean, Tsar, as in the Congo. Volunteers. Sure, why not? Get some help from Franklin. go ahead and tell you what, we're going to. That's what we're going to do. Improve our infrastructure. That way we'll have an economic boom after the victory of this war. Which does remind me, how is this front doing? And they're pushing into Finland. Interesting. So they're doing well in this front right here. Okay, good. I was about to say, if it crashes, that's okay, because it's February 1st, so it would have, you know, auto-saved, but still. Oh, wow. Okay. So it looks like they, oh, and they have accepted, instead of declared war. Wait, oh yeah! Japan is still at peace, and it's at a really, really good peace, because they have basically all of China under control. Looks like they are actually nah, it's too early to call as to whether or not they are losing. Oh, Greece has capitulated, and it looks like I was wrong. They are doing pretty well at liberating that island right there, but yeah, they are advancing. Taking the port, however, might be a little bit more difficult because the AI tends to really, really work those forts. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this. I like playing as Canada and the Hearts of Iron 4 games. You know, Kaiserreich 2, but also Vanilla, because of the fact that it's like a miniature USA. And the fact that it has less population and makes it a little bit more fun to play because it provides a little bit of a greater challenge. Looks like we got him cornered. Of course, I do play on lower difficulties, but that's only because, you know, I don't want to have to start all over on an actual playthrough where I'm, you know, going to be uploading it to YouTube. So, you know, I don't want to have a playlist or whatever of, you know, a series where I basically lose. Of course, if I ever do, I'm going to... Actually, technically I can't, because I actually ended up cheating on the Old Road Blues Let's Play whenever I played as House. I only have 2 of those uploaded at the time of me recording this video. But basically I lost. And I cheated to where I could win. So, yeah. Anyways, it seems like we are actually being slowed down, which is unfortunate. How many troops have we lost so far? 19,000, so that's not too bad, actually. Of course, in a Of course, you know, we can't go too crazy and, you know, end up losing 1,000,000 troops, because that's actually 10% of our population. And that, you know, that's pretty bad. You don't want 10% of your population dying in a war. Of course, that will make it to where the man-to-woman ratio is, yeah, about the same as the Soviet Union after the war. Looks like we can actually move up through here. What are you doing? Okay, good. So you're moving in through there, which will cover that guy's back. How is our supply? Yeah, that's what I thought. Supply's doing pretty bad. Okay. We're going to experiment a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and start aggressively executing the battle plans. That way, we can cover more ground and make it to where our supply will be a little bit better. But if I see that it takes way too much manpower to do so, then I will probably just stop. How are you doing? Troops. Extensive. Limited. Okay. Interesting. Heck yeah, let's get those civilian factories. And move up through here. And go ahead and win that battle right there. And then we'll sweep in and take Dar es Salaam. It's an interesting name for... I almost got attacked by my Legend of Zelda game box. Which is an excellent game, by the way. I haven't finished it, and really haven't even gotten too far, but honestly, I doubt I will actually end up finishing it completely. It is a good game, I will admit. It's just hardly even have time, and I honestly really don't play games that much anymore. Of course, I've really started to play games this spring break, but that's because of the fact that, you know, I have nothing to do. All my friends are busy. So I'm sort of doing this and that, and honestly, I really did need to start uploading videos again. Because, you know, if you're going to put in the time to click that subscribe button, I will make sure to, you know, entertain you as much as I can. Which, by the way, it really is appreciated whenever you do take the time to watch my content. I really do appreciate that. Anyways, do you have any troops yet? No, you do not. Do you need guns? I have plenty of guns. Here, let's send them 500 guns. No, 5,000. No. How much do I got? How much does it say I have? Let's check here. Okay, I have... So let's send them 1,000. 1,000 guns. Or 1,000 units of guns. I don't know if that really is 1,000 guns or not, but... There you go. I'm sure that the resources acquired from Egypt and Africa in general is helping out the Italians in their war effort. If they are lucky, or if they're smart, they would use those resources to help build up an army to defend their... Is it Italy a motherland or a fatherland? I don't know. But either way, their homeland. If they're smart, they'll use those resources to build a crap ton of guns and build up an army to defend their homeland. Italy had the capabilities to be a force to be reckoned with in real life. And honestly, that's the one... in many alternate histories, you hardly ever see Italy, at least I hardly ever see Italy being, a force to be reckoned with, or, a bigger part of it. And I think that if Italy was to have its, populace be 100%, in support of the war, then honestly, we might have seen a different World War II. I'm not saying that the Axis would have definitely won, but they would have had a greater chance of winning, at least. And people, act like, there was absolutely no chance whatsoever of the Axis winning. I will say this. There is a very, very, very... Okay, not very, very, very. That's a little bit too dramatic. But a pretty low chance of the Axis actually winning. But there was a chance. It's not like a 0% chance like, everyone's saying it is. I think the number's probably like... I mean, if things would have... Okay. Different decisions could have been made, and it could end up, winning the war. Now, people always talk, what if he went for Moscow first, in that very situation? Honestly, if he went for Moscow first, he probably could have took it, but what's that going to do? All that's going to do is just change the center of operations to Stalingrad for maybe 5 months or so. And not only that, but there's a whole lot more of European Russia, left to fight. Where is Nizhny Novgorod? Is that it? Mm-mm. But, there's other places that could have been used as a capital. And really, honestly, like I said, if Hitler took Moscow, the war still wouldn't be over. The Soviet Union, it could have collapsed, but then again, it could have collapsed at any moment if the wrong decisions was made in the administration of that nation. It's just a thought. Anyways, I have hit the 30-minute mark about. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe, becoming a part in the process, and take it easy.